Hi, it's Tanya from My Forking Life, and today I'm in the kitchen and it's Thanksgiving. Okay, it's not Thanksgiving. However, I am making a whole turkey breast in my pressure cooker. Yes, y'all. This is a recipe that you could create around the holidays or any time of the year. Turkey breast is so good because it's good for dinner, as well as you can make leftover turkey sandwiches with the turkey. It's really good. I do it all the time. Or if you're like me, you can eat it for breakfast by frying up some of that leftover turkey meat. So to get this recipe started, we're going to use the following ingredients. We're going to use 1 bone-in turkey breast. You can find this in the freezer section of most supermarkets. I've also got 1 little skinny celery thing. I've got some onion as well as some mayonnaise. Yeah. And I'm going to use, of course, my homemade poultry seasoning, but you can use any other poultry seasoning you like, as well as garlic powder, onion powder, and some black pepper and some salt. So let's go ahead and get started. First, we're going to go ahead and chop our veggies. So first, we're going to go ahead and chop our onions, and we're going to make kind of large chops. You don't need to chop it up finely. This onion is going to actually go inside of our turkey breast so that it can be stuffed and have that beautiful onion vegetable flavor on the inside. We're going to do the same thing with this celery as well. We're just going to cut it into large chunks. And you set that aside. And now after we've done that, we're going to go ahead and create our seasoning mixture. I like to combine my seasoning to make sure that it goes over my turkey all the way through and through, if that makes any sense. All right, so I've got a glass jar here and I am going to add about 2 tablespoons of my poultry seasoning. I've also linked to that below. And then we're going to add some kosher salt, as well as some onion and garlic powder, as well as some black pepper. And then we're just going to stir those seasonings until they're thoroughly combined. So now that we've gotten our seasonings ready, as well as our vegetables chopped and prepped, we are going to go ahead and season our turkey breast. Now, this is a thoroughly defrosted turkey breast, meaning that I made sure that it was defrosted on the inside as well as the outside. Generally, if I buy a frozen turkey breast from the store, it usually takes 2 days to fully defrost. You don't want a turkey breast that still has ice chips in the middle of it, because then your turkey breast just won't cook evenly and your outside will get cooked, but your inside would be cold as ice and raw. You don't want that. So make sure it's fully defrosted. I also remove the gravy packets and all that stuff that comes inside of it. I just don't choose to use it, and I just go ahead and make my own gravy after I've cooked this in my pressure cooker. So to get started, I've got my cookie. Why am I thinking of cookies? To get started, I've got my turkey breast all nice and cleaned and dried, and I'm actually going to take a little bit of that seasoning mixture and season the inside of the turkey breast. You just sprinkle just a little bit. You don't want to use too much of your seasoning, because the majority of it you do want to go around it. And then I'm going to take those chopped vegetables and put them inside as well. All right, and so now that we've got our turkey breast stuffed with our onions and celery, and you could use whatever you like to stuff your turkey or poultry with, whether that's stuffing or lemon or whatever. I'm just going to use some plain old celery and onions. I am now going to coat my turkey breast with mayonnaise. Yes. Now I am going to flip that turkey breast over, even though I stuffed that stuff in it. And I'm going to go ahead and grab some mayo and just slather it all on the outside of the turkey breast. Now you're probably wondering, why in the world would I smother mayo on the turkey breast? For one, after we pressure cook this, we are going to crisp up the skin a little bit, and that mayo will give that nice golden color, as well as mayonnaise is flavor. It is fat, it is flavor. I only pretty much use one kind of mayo, and that is Duke's mayo. And so it's really good. I tried this with butter, and butter just did not stick as well as mayo did. The next thing I'm going to do is I am going to add the rest of that seasoning on the outside and under the skins of this turkey breast. And because I stuffed my turkey breast before I did the seasoning. All my stuff fell out, but it's okay. Just throw it right back up in there. And the side that you want to make sure gets your seasoning is the side that does have the breast. That's the side you're really going to be eating. So that should have the majority of the seasoning on it. So now that we've got our turkey breast all seasoned, we're going to go ahead and head over to our pressure cooker and get started. First, we're going to add about a cup of chicken broth to the bottom of our pressure cooker insert. And then we're going to take that entire turkey breast and place it in the pressure cooker, breast side down. And if your filling falls out, again, like mine did, no worries. You can just fill it back in once you place it in your pressure cooker. And right now, this turkey breast that I'm using is a 7-pound turkey breast. And I'm using a 6-quart pressure cooker. Now, I've actually fit an 8-pounder in my pressure cooker, but I wouldn't go any higher than 8 pounds. The smaller you can get, the better. But this right here is a 7-pounder and it is fitting fine into my pressure cooker. And now we're going to go ahead and cover our pressure cooker, ensuring that our valve is set to seal. Now, because this is 7 pounds and it's turkey breast, and there's going to be different turkey breasts, the rule of thumb is 6 minutes per pound. So since this is a 7-pounder, I'm going to cook this on whatever 7 times 6 is. I'm a lawyer, not a mathematician. Hey, what's 7 times 6? 42. Thank you. So I'm going to cook this for 42 minutes. But yes, the rule of thumb is 6 times the number of pounds. And so since this is a 7-pounder, I'm going to go 7 times 6, which is 42. And I'm cooking this on high pressure as well. So we go to our pressure cooker and we're going to click manual. Mine automatically does high pressure. And I'm going to set that to 42 minutes. Now what this will do is that timer will start at 42 minutes. And then after it turns on, you'll see it switch to on. And then when it's reached the ideal temperature, that's when the timer will start. And then it will cook for 42 minutes. And then after it's cooked for 42 minutes, we're going to let it naturally release for about 15 to 20 minutes. All right, so our pressure cooker reached pressure. It started cooking at 42 minutes. And then after the timer went off, we let it naturally release for about 20 minutes. It's actually been about 22 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and switch my valve to venting just to make sure that all the pressure has been released. It has been. Nothing else is coming out. And my little thingy is all the way down. So I'm going to go ahead and open it. So I'm going to go ahead and take this out of our pressure cooker using some tongs, and I'm going to place it on a baking sheet. And since this is very tender, I'm going to use a couple of tools to try to get this out. Boom. Bada bang, bada boom. So, of course, this isn't brown and golden. We pressure cooked it, but if you want to go ahead and get it golden, what I actually do at this point is I grab my thermometer and I just want to check it to make sure that it's 160 degrees at this point. But we want to get that nice and golden top. So I'm going to put this in under the broiler for about 5 to 10 minutes, just washing it closely until it gets nice and golden. We've got our turkey breast in the oven, broiling to perfection. And what we're going to do at this time is make a gravy. Now, all we've got to do is we've got a lot of juices in the bottom of this pressure cooker. And we're just going to set our pressure cooker to saute. And once that liquid starts boiling, we're going to add a flour slurry to the mixture to thicken it up a little bit. So once your mixture or your liquid in your pot starts to boil, what we're going to do is we're going to grab some flour, all-purpose flour. This is about 1/4 cup, and I'm going to add some water to that. And I am going to grab a fork and make sure I thoroughly combine that until there are no lumps before I add it to this liquid. Once I've gotten all those lumps, I'm going to grab a whisk and I'm going to start whisking already, and then slowly pour that mixture in there as well as I continue to whisk like crazy. And then I will let that continue to boil for about 5 minutes to allow it to continue to thicken. So this gravy's been cooking for about 5 minutes after I've added that flour slurry to it. And as you can see, it's much thicker. And I'm gonna go ahead and turn this off and set that to the side. So our turkey has finished in the oven, and as you can see, it is nice and golden. And I'm going to go ahead and grab a knife and cut in a piece for you so you can see exactly how juicy that turkey is. And there you have it, a beautiful turkey breast that you've made in your electric pressure cooker in about a little over an hour. It's quick, it's easy, and it's pretty tasty. Again, you can eat this for dinner, cover it with a delicious gravy, or you can save the leftover turkey breast for turkey sandwiches, which is my favorite way to eat it. Until next time, don't forget to subscribe for more videos, as well as hit that thumbs up if you like this button. Alrighty, later.